David, we're just challenging each other. I just said, David, do you have an answer for something? And he said, yeah. And Aaron, our floor manager, said, he has an answer to everything. Really? Oh, we're going to find out. I'm going to have him back, and we're going to challenge him. Let me go to, it's Stephen, right? Stephen, your question.
Did the Freemasons influence George Washington, and do they still have an influence to this day?
Freemasons had an influence on George Washington, but not what we think of today. There's a big difference between the two. Freemasonry today is not what it was at the time of Washington. It's introduced in America in 1734. Washington entered into what were called field lodges, which was the only way in the British military that officers and common guys could meet together. So it doesn't have the rituals or oaths or anything else that's common today. Actually, by 1799, it began to change. Washington was dead then. 1813, it moved into what's called...
Wait. I've seen a painting of George Washington laying the cornerstone. He was wearing the apron and everything else. Why? What do you mean there was no oath?
The painting was done in 1976. That painting was done.
What?
Yep, the one in the Capitol of Washington standing there laying the cornerstone. Now, there were some done in the 1840s and 50s. And
I believe I've seen his apron in Mount Vernon.
Oh, he has an apron.
Right.
But he would not allow himself to be painted as a Mason. One guy tried to paint him. He said, no way.
Okay.
Because
but if he had the apron, he had the rituals.
No, because the rituals didn't come in until much later. 1825 is when the rituals appeared. So there were 3 simple degrees, no oaths, no rituals, whatever. That came in about 1813 with what's called speculative masonry.
May I ask? I've always thought that the role that Masons played in the Declaration or in the Revolution and the forming of our nation was the honor of it, as it was understood back then, that you had a place to where you could go and speak privately, openly, and no one would violate the secrecy.
That was more European than it was American. That was the European model, but it was not the American model, and that was the way they hid from monarchs in Europe. The American model, man, you spoke your piece straight out anyway. It was not a problem, and you'll find that most of the Americans, founding fathers who became Masons, did so as British citizens, and so it wasn't that big a deal for them. Washington records in his last 2 years in talking about Masonry that it was a very small influence in his life. He maybe attended 10, 12 lodge meetings over 40 years.
The Illuminati's going to off him.
Oh, yeah. They hate this.
All right, back in just a second.